great thing about Alan Taylor is he doesn't get intimidated. A lot of times when I have a new director in the film, they don't know how far should they go with correcting me, or what should they say and how should they say it. And a lot of times directors would then go to my team or to my assistant, to someone and says, can you tell him, to tone it down a little bit or to bring it up a little bit, but not Alan Taylor, because he and I, we talked about it beforehand, and we said, look, if there's a scene that you don't like, then just tell me this doesn't work.
Ideally, on action, you start to walk. This time, it felt like you hesitated, and you came in fast.
Oh, I see.
So I think coming not so high. It's just basically you're walking forward.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. Yeah. From day one on, he was never intimidated, and he came right to me, and he always very gentlemanlike, may I remind you. He would get the point across very clear that we can do better than that. And then he put more energy in it, and he really is there to pump you up. It's a little bit almost like a shrink, that comes in there. Says, now, I remember that here yesterday we did this. Today we're doing it in a different way. And just think about when you do this scene in Conan, and then you crush the enemy. Just give me that drive.
We are filming at NASA, where you need about a zillion passes to get in. The sets are as big as the moon.
What about that? Is it dangerous?
Polyalloy requires programming to take permanent form. Without the CPU, it is harmless.
The whole concept of world building and visual design was very much a close collaboration between myself and Neil, the production designer. There's a lot of discussion about how we would incorporate lighting into his sets, because there's so much technology and light.
Matt Smith plays the T-5000, which is something that we've never seen, which is very much the personification of Skynet walking the Earth.
For me, what's been exciting about this challenge is that it's the idea and the notion that I get to play someone that's a bad guy. And that's something that I've been really interested in. And we hope as the T-5000 develops that he's going to be, pure supervillain.
Why can't you just accept it?
Because we're human.
Final battle sequence in the third act is epic. Good versus evil, and technology versus man, and a huge amount was shot by the second unit. People often ask me when I work on a movie like this, oh, was it all blue screen? Was it just,
Action.
And it's not all blue screen. I mean, there's, a huge amount of blue screen that we do, but there's also a tremendous amount of in-camera photography.
Action.
Well, if you're going to throw it down with anyone on the screen, you want it to be Schwarzenegger. I love that. I mean, he's a lot of fun,
Close up of him again.
Of me again. And he's still in shape. I mean, he's a strong dude. And he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's got so much experience with fights and on film.
Action!
Well, you only get to do this kind of action on a big budget film. I mean, lots of, suspension, ropes, pulleys and all that, but not just in a base. I mean, some of them have very complicated setups and ups and moves, and just use them just for a big wild swing, but just a little bit here and pull there.
And action!
It's just that great thing of trying to, so that each adds to the other, that it becomes, but still based in a reality, in a world that we've created that exists, and we stick to the rules. And Arnold really talked a lot about the fighting and how Terminators fight, and how, that him and Jim, particularly in the ones that they did together, it was a real big thing about the style of the way it operates. And I know we've all worked very hard to try and, be true to that, and also keep that imagination and that thread going.
you see the final product, no matter how much you've thought about what it's going to look like in the end, it's always, you know, a jaw dropper to see a set that's been fully extended and executed, and all the different CG elements that are in there. You're just like, wow.
It's some of the most enjoyable action I've ever done. You know, it's creative and it's fun. Coming down off the ledge, jumping up and down on a big pile drive. It's been cool, you know.